And we are back, and now with one half of the final of today's Singapore Open 2 decided, which will be Melvin K. We will see who will move on to face him in the final. In a semi-final that will be played between Nelson Lim, the defending Singapore Open 1 champion, and Eugene Tan.
Yeah, Eugene back from the dead, have not seen him around for a very long time in the Pokemon scene. And this situation, both of them should be quite familiar because I do believe they faced off against each other, although it was a very long time ago, maybe 4 years ago, I think.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Eugene and Nelson did play for the title of Elite Four champion in 2012.
Oh, that's 5 years.
5 years
then.
ago.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so these players very well acquainted with each other. So probably the first time they're playing each other in a new format.
Yeah, although I would have to say that Eugene, I feel that he would be in a disadvantage because, as I mentioned, he has not been around in the scene for a very long time.
That being said, Eugene has had a lot of strong showings in international challenges, the online versions.
Okay.
He's placed very strongly. He's gotten championship points from them, in fact. So he's
And
in with a chance. He's played a lot of games in this format. He knows how to play this format.
Yeah, and he being a veteran also, he's no stranger to the pressure in a best of 3 and should be able to adjust as well.
And let's not forget, right at the start of this season, while Nelson is our defending Singapore Open champion, Eugene did in fact cut that Open. Just that he lost in the top 8 to the eventual finalist Nicholas Ong. So he has shown he can perform in this format right at the start of this season. That was the day he came back from the dead. Then he disappeared again, and now he's back from the dead once again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what sort of team he's brought this time and how he was able to bring him so far in the tournament.
Yes, we're gonna see what Eugene has. Eugene's team we did see in Swiss yesterday, as did Nelson. Unfortunately for both of them, actually both of them lost their Swiss games on stream yesterday.
Eugene was fighting Jirariwa.
Yeah, Eugene took on Jiraiya and Nelson took on Jimmy Chen. Both of them lost their Swiss games,
Well, but both of them are here.
recovered to top card. So here we have Eugene's team, which we did see. It is Togedemaru, Katana, Arcanine, Mandibas, Tapu Fini, and Snorlax.
Yeah, and on Nelson's side we have the Tapu Koko, the Katana, Tapu Lele, Arcanine, Porygon 2, and the Gigalith.
Yeah, Nelson's team has been very much unchanged throughout the entire season, I would say. And most the items have swapped around, but it's the same core that took him to day 2 of the Melbourne International Challenge and the National Championships.
Yeah, spotting that Trick Room core of Porygon 2 and Gigalith, the Rock Slide pressure from the Gigalith can help him to push through some of the games. Although on Eugene's side, you do have a AFK lead, with the Togedemaru and the Snorlax as well.
Yeah, Nelson's has always been very tricky throughout the season since his core has stayed the same, but his Z-move keeps changing. The frustration of players who play him multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, it is just like Nelson to keep fooling his opponents time and time again. Yeah.
Yep, so here we go into the top 4 match between Nelson Lim and Eugene Tan, as Eugene leads with the Tapu Fini and the Mandibas, who will get the seed boost.
And the Katana and Arcanine on the side of Nelson. So the Katana right off the bat threatening the Tapu Fini, although the Mandibas is relatively free to set up the Tailwind here, no pressure.
Yeah, and subsequently threaten foul play on the Katana.
Not only that, the Arcanine as well, if the Arcanine is offensively defeat. Do you see the Misty Seed trigger? Well, do we know whether Eugene favors the the Carmine Fini or the Specs Fini?
We do. Being Eugene, he's not really a big fan of locking himself into moves and not having Protect. His Fini is the defensive Carmine version with Protect and leftovers.
So Protect Tailwind here could go a long way, especially if Nelson does not switch and instead chooses to try to get rid of the Tapu Fini.
Yeah, the Leaf Blade is tempting, but at the same time, Nelson's probably aware that it's probably not a straight KO because Eugene does invest in bulk. So potentially could not get a KO with Leaf Blade. And the advantage there maybe could be to press in on the Mandibas.
And yep, we do see the Tapu Fini going for the Protect, the move that
As
Eugene
Katana
loves so
goes
much.
for the Smart Strike onto the Mandibas, so Nelson choosing to protect, to punish the Protect on
There's actually
Eugene's
a lot
side.
of damage.
And
And the
Snarl
Snarl.
comes out onto the Fini and the Mandibas. So Nelson kinda covering his bases, covering the Protect Tailwind by targeting the Mandibas, but also covering a potential flatter play from Eugene's Mandibas by snarling to reset the attack.
And the Tailwind is blowing on Eugene's side, so for 3 turns, Tapu Fini will be able to strike before the Katana.
Yeah, now that Eugene's Mandibas is going to be going before the Arcanine, the flatter play is definitely on the table. Since Fini will be moving with one added stage, a special attack, before the Arcanine can snarl it back down.
I kind of feel that that foul play though would be better. It does so much more against the Katana and the Arcanine.
Yeah, the
Both of them
Tailwind has
being
given
physical
Eugene a
attackers.
lot of options.
Oh, actually no, the Arcanine might not be the physical variant. We did see the Snarl. So
That's not much of an indication of anything though.
okay.
Yeah,
And
Nelson threatened perhaps by the foul play.
Porygon 2 switches in.
But definitely, does Nelson know whether or not Eugene has the taunt? Because bringing Porygon 2 into this matchup seems a bit iffy.
And we will see the foul play taking advantage of that 1+1 attack.
As Moonblast coming out from the Fini, trying to punish a switch, which into Porygon 2, I suppose damage is damage, but perhaps not as much as Eugene could have gotten.
Yeah, and we do see the Flare Blade, so you're right, the Snarl wasn't an indication. And is that within KO range for extreme speed there?
Oh,
If that is, the Porygon 2 could actually set up Trick Room here relatively unhindered.
Yeah, if Nelson can pick up the KO before Medibus can move, then there's no fear of taunt, and that's a free Trick Room, especially since Eugene still has 2 more turns of Tailwind.
Definitely. And yeah, the Porygon 2 in no danger of being taken off the field at the moment. Arcanine also pretty healthy since the Moonblast, since Tapu Fini went for the Moonblast instead, and we do see a foul play, no extreme speed.
Going into the Arcanine slot. Yeah, a decent amount of damage, so the Arcanine does have a fair bit of attack. As Eugene might just finish off the job with the Muddy Water. So taking out the Arcanine before a potential berry can activate. Oh no, it does not. And we do see the berry activate on the Arcanine. Nelson using a very defensive variant of Arcanine.
Yeah.
And Snarl comes out to finish the special attack further. And we might see a Trick Room to go with that.
Yes. Oh, well, Nelson is slowly taking control of the game here. Oh,
but
actually,
we do see Nelson review the return. Well, someone's been taking notes.
Well, to be fair, he was expecting the Manibus to perhaps go for the taunt on the Porygon 2.
That's true.
But now with that taken off the field,
Trick Room is definitely an option. Though, Eugene has some mons that might function under Trick Room as well.
Snorlax is one that comes to mind.
Oh, there is the Snorlax, but here he comes. There is the Snorlax to discourage the Trick Room. But, not going to enjoy taking boosted returns.
Definitely. Well, Muddy Water still could potentially do Eugene favors here. We've not seen any accuracy drops as of yet. Muddy Water at this range, I don't think will take up the Arcanine. So
and this is Eugene we're talking about, and this is Muddy Water.
Not
quite Gastrodon, but close enough.
It'll be interesting to see if Eugene decides to try to get back the momentum by setting up his Snorlax with a Drum or a Curse.
I believe Eugene runs Curse.
So that's even more incentive for Nelson not to... Oh, but they'll preserve the Katana. Sacred Sword will go a long way.
Yeah, you just go right through the Curse boost. But first he needs a bit of damage on Snorlax first. And we do see Muddy Water come out again. Can Arcanine? I believe Arcanine we saw took that hit.
Yeah, relatively comfortably. Didn't KO, so...
Ooh, and after the Snarl, even gonna take that even better now.
I forgot
but does get the accuracy drop here on the Porygon 2. As Snarl comes out, does miss the Snorlax. I don't think Nelson cares about that. But it's gonna give the Snorlax a free turn to set up Curse rather. And it does, as Nelson is going for Trick Room here.
That might not be wise, Nelson. Since Tailwind is going to run out and Snorlax would be the fastest thing on the field. Actually no, goes for the recover.
Snorlax outspeeds the Porygon 2 under Tailwind apparently.
Oh, okay.
That's new.
So a recover here from Porygon 2, taking back on itself. Yeah, so I mean the playing field looks even, but Eugene has lost one Pokemon already.
But he does have a boosted Snorlax. Though the boost don't matter when Katana can come in.
Yeah, but Nelson is free to just single out that Snorlax because Tapu Fini is not accomplishing anything with that. I believe a -2 in special attack already.
But the two he has on the field right now can't really punish the Snorlax that hard. So yeah, he is in a bit of a conundrum.
Does he want to switch anything into Nelson?
Yeah, it's free damage. Though, how much damage is that? When the Snorlax is incentivized to Curse, and the Fini is not doing anything at all. But chooses to protect his Arcanine. It's an interesting choice since Arcanine seems to me like it's done its job. But Muddy Water gonna come out onto the Porygon 2 fishing for another accuracy drop.
Oh, actually, given that what we've seen, the Snarl coming out for the Arcanine, there is a bulky variant.
It goes for return into the Fini. Whoa, Fini having a bit of bulk there. As Snorlax goes for the... Is that neutral or is that boosted now?
There was a +1 attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have a feeling that Nelson is waiting for the Misty Terrain to disappear so he can whisk the Snorlax.
Oh, that is true. Well, Nelson, well played then. Assuming you land the Will-O-Wisp.
I didn't think Nelson would be able to think this far, honestly. I was thinking that he would want to switch into Katana, perhaps, to try and get rid of the...
Yeah, it's interesting that Nelson didn't immediately panic and bring in the Katana. And given Nelson's luck, he probably get punished for accuracy drop that turn. Though Sacred Sword does... Well, it ignores your opponent's stats, not your own.
And Fini goes for the protect here. Eugene still not switching out that Tapu Fini, and we do see the wish
Oh
does
yes,
land.
Nelson, you lucky boy. Do land the Will-O-Wisp onto the Snorlax. Snorlax now going to be having slightly reduced attack as Porygon 2 chooses recover, taking the turn to get his health back. Since now Snorlax's attack is drastically reduced, but can curse again? No, but goes for the high horsepower. After the burn, should still KO. But Nelson at this point, Arcanine has done his job. But if Will-O-Wisp had missed though,
Yeah, that is true, yes indeed.
Somewhat of a risk there for Nelson, going for the Will-O-Wisp onto the Snorlax. Pinning it all on the Will-O-Wisp. But at least he Will-O-Wisp the Snorlax this time, unlike yesterday.
I think he would have been fine even if the Will-O-Wisp had missed, because now that Arcanine is gone, he can switch in the Katana to threaten the Snorlax.
But I think he still
well.
wants some damage from Katana first, or on the Snorlax first. We do know what Secret Swords typically do to Snorlax. This is not it. Not yet.
I think he can afford to actually stay in and Sacred Sword twice, because the Fini is at -2 and the Snorlax isn't going to be doing anything. Okay.
Snorlax can still do some damage. He has one stage of increased attack to slightly offset the burn. So sitting at around 2/3 of his original attack.
And I mean, Nelson could just safely ignore the Tapu Fini here and just focus on the threat that Snorlax is.
That's not that wise because Fini can offset the drops with his own Calm Mind.
Yeah, but it will take at least 2
Oh,
turns.
but
Goes
Eugene
for
going
Leaf
for
Blade.
the Fini, gonna pick it off with the Leaf Blade after the previous chip damage. And Porygon 2 probably going for the return into the Snorlax here. Oh, but he picks up the Beast Boost to threaten the Snorlax next turn.
Yeah, and we do see an Ice Beam.
Oh my goodness. Now they're fishing for the freeze
No
apparently.
freeze, boy.
Yeah,
The
but it's
Snorlax is
already
already
been
burnt. And we do see the high horsepower.
Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure return does more. But Nelson, it will be Nelson. Probably forgot that the burn is there.
Yeah. Oh man. +1 attack and the burn. Oh, we do see a Togedemaru though. So
Interesting here because he does buy the Snorlax a turn, but to do what though?
another high horsepower on Katana that's not going to KO.
So Nelson kind of outplaying Eugene there because Eugene clearly brought the Togedemaru for potential Koko, but the Koko is nowhere to be found.
I don't think it's more of an outplay so much as Nelson just slowly pushing Eugene into a corner. You know, he focused down the Mandibars, then slowly worked his way from there.
Yeah, Eugene I think
Tapu
played the
Fini.
first few turns a bit too straight. Protect plus Tailwind, Foul Play plus Attack, etc.
I think those were fine. It's just the subsequent turns after felt really too passive. His Tapu Fini stayed in even with a -2 and had no inclination to
Calm Mind,
even
yeah.
Calm Mind up. Although
It's understandable that maybe he doesn't want to reveal Calm Mind since, you know, Nelson might not know. But Katana will protect itself from the fake out. And it is fast enough to dodge an Encore next turn.
and we do see the return.
Onto the Togedemaru, yep, to break a Focus Sash.
That does a lot of damage with that +1 attack, so.
Yeah,
and another curse.
And Togedemaru not having the best of base stats either. But now the problem here is, but Nelson has to be wary of the Sacred Sword into the Togedemaru because you don't want to eat spiky shield damage.
Now at this point, I don't think Togedemaru is going to be having a huge impact on the match.
Return looks like a very easy 3 KO on the Togedemaru.
Indeed, and Nelson still does have one Pokemon at the back unrevealed.
Could still be the Koko, just to rub it in.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we usually applaud Eugene for his very defensive play, and you know.
But the problem with defensive play is that Katana doesn't care about how defensive you get. As we do see +1 Sacred Sword into the Snorlax will be picking up the KO through the Curse Boost and leave it against with Togedemaru against the world. That's not an ideal position to be in.
Yeah, so Eugene, I don't know. The Mandibars Fini lead, I think was pretty okay. Just the subsequent handling of the match after, and perhaps maybe Snorlax might not be the best choice for him after all.
The game plan of setting up Snorlax doesn't work when your opponent has Katana.
I guess he does have the Arcanine.
And for that matter, Arcanine with Will-O-Wisp. Of course, maybe you could bring in Snorlax earlier in Misty Terrain so it can't be burned and set up Curse then, and try and do as much damage as possible to Nelson's team before the Katana comes back in.
That's open up a very interesting question about terrain control then, because Fini would have a lot of trouble if Nelson decides to bring both Electric and Psychic. Will-O-Wisp will land on the Snorlax so easily.
We saw neither of Nelson's Tapus, and it's safe to assume that the last one waiting at the back was for the Tapu. Eugene also not revealing his Z move, but based on the team composition, it's probably the Arcanine.
I don't know. Togedemaru does rock that nice Electrium Z.
Oh, okay. Or Stelium even, apparently.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, how does Eugene recover from that? I like the lead for Tapu Fini and the Mandibars.
I don't like it as much for Eugene.
No, because it does stop Trick Room, since the Mandibuss does have Taunt, and Foul Play does so much against the Katana
Is Trick
and
Room that
Arcanine.
bad for him though?
With a Curse Legs, you could argue that it would actually be beneficial, but the problem is that Nelson is the one controlling the Trick Room. So
Maybe
ideally,
reverse it when Snorlax comes back in.
yeah, that is exactly. So it's very difficult for him, and the Fini as well should try to get the Arcanine. I mean, so usually between the Arcanine and Fini, you think the Fini will have the upper hand, but with Snarl on the field here.
Yeah, and Eugene, as we've seen that Eugene's Fini just isn't packing much initial special attack investment.
Yeah, has to rely on the Calm Mind, which
Or the Flatter from Mandibuss. Maybe just go all in. But we saw him go all in his Swiss against Jiran. He got punished pretty hard for the Flatter plays.
definitely. He does have option of leading Togedemaru, I guess, to put out fake out pressure, force out the Lele.
Yeah, but the problem for Eugene here is that you can sense what he's thinking. He doesn't want to lose Togedemaru too early because then Coco comes in for free late game. And I think it blows his team right up, thanks to the Electrium.
Well then, we are going into game 2 here. Nelson just needs one more win before proceeding on to the finals. Let's see if he can wrap it up, or Eugene will make a comeback.
Alright, so it will be game 2 with Nelson holding a 1 game advantage as Togedemaru does lead in the Arcanine. So Eugene with a drastic change up here.
Ooh, Arcanine and Porygon 2 for the side of Nelson. Well, at least he will be able to stop Trick Room for one turn.
For 1 turn at least.
Although I think, Nelson wants his Arcanine to stay in though. There isn't really much he can accomplish, except maybe burning the Togedemaru.
What boost does the Porygon 2 get? I'd like to know.
And gets the attack boost, which means it's
Neutralize the
neutral.
Intimidate,
Yeah.
yes.
Interesting that Nelson will run Return on the Porygon 2 as well.
Yeah, interesting indeed. It's interesting that he managed to remember the happiness as well.
Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, but I guess Nelson really might want to switch out the Arcanine. So, into what? Oh, if he does... Nah, the Togedemaru does stop the Trick Room, but if he has Giga Leaf at the back, could be a very easy...
The Giga can
Trick Room
come in kind of for free against these two, but you have to worry about Eugene switching in anything. Yeah, decisions here, but Fake Out... The problem for Eugene is that even if he goes for Fake Out, he just gets so little out of it. Arcanine doesn't do much the rest of the field.
I think he has to actually, because if he doesn't...
No, he doesn't. Let's switch out. Yeah, as pointed out, Fake Out seems to me like a momentum loss for Eugene. If Arcanine not able to really impact the field on his own.
I was gonna say he had to choose between...
Try to match the Giga Leaf switch for... Yeah, okay. Does the Giga Leaf come in for Nelson here? But oh yes, he does. Eugene with a fantastic switch out. Bringing the Fini to stare down Nelson's Giga Leaf.
Well, if Trick Room is up though. Oh, but maybe Eugene's
has Raw.
Arcanine has Raw?
Oh, and it does have Raw to deny the Trick Room. Very well played for Eugene.
Bye Porygon 2.
Oh, but what comes in here?
Oh,
it is the Arcanine.
Again.
Stare down the Fini. Now Eugene in a very good position now. Though, Giga Leaf with the special attack boost from the Sandstorm and the fact that Eugene's Fini we do know is vulnerable to the Snarl from Nelson's Arcanine, Giga Leaf's still in a very strong position actually.
Yeah,
not quite the Trick Room Nelson would have liked, but good enough.
Indeed. And I'm not sure whether Eugene does have Hydro Pump as well.
And if he does go for Muddy Water, Nelson has White Guard.
I don't know though. I mean, I think he will be willing to take the hit.
Calm Mind perhaps.
No,
Calm Mind is 3 damage from the Giga Leaf if you let it attack.
Yeah, that's true. I think Nelson wouldn't want to White Guard. He should just press the momentum here and go for the attack here. Whereas
Eugene's Arcanine, we yet to see anything other than Raw. Might even be actually we saw yesterday, it is a special variant of Arcanine. It's not affected by Intimidate.
Okay, but well, not going to accomplish much as well. Protects here from a potential Rock
Slide. As Arcanine goes for the Snarl. Yeah, so Nelson's Snarl is actually going to come into play very handily because both of Eugene's mons are special attackers.
Ooh, now that you mention it, yeah. Although...
and Muddy Water will come out, but after the reduction from the Snarl and Giga Leaf's special defense boost, Nelson is hoping for some accuracy drops, which he will get. Oh, he doesn't! Eugene didn't get an accuracy drop.
Oh, Rock Slide does connect as well. Should hit the Fini pretty... well... pretty bulky on the side.
Yeah, we know the thing here about Eugene is that he sacrificed offensive potential for the bulk. So we see that help him survive the Rock Slide, but it's not helping him in terms of hitting the Giga Leaf.
Yeah, and he's just going to be doing less and less damage over time as Nelson just slowly eats away at his special attack.
Yeah, especially if Nelson's Arcanine outspeeds Eugene's, because that would mean Snarl goes before his Arcanine. And Eugene, I believe, also carries the WoW, but unfortunately, he set up a Misty Terrain for Nelson.
And I guess Eugene is not really incentivized to switch out as well, because whenever he's switching out to, If he brings in the Togedemaru, that's a Snarl that will break the Sash. If he brings in another special attacker, like, oh, actually he doesn't have any other special attackers. So
it's going to be Togedemaru to have his Sash broken, but threatening a fake out next turn. As the Snarl will come out and not miss the Fini, gonna drop his special attack to half.
Quite huge, and Gigalith, well, not under Trick Room, but still feels safe enough to fire off attacks.
As Muddy Water will miss on the Arcanine. Accuracy drop on the Gigalith perhaps. Yes, he gets it. Here comes the Gigalith's attack. Gonna be the Rock Slide with reduced accuracy. Gonna miss the Fini. Will chip the Togedemaru further.
I think Nelson would have preferred if, you know, he brought the Fini lower.
The other way around. Probably would have liked to hit the Fini and miss the Togedemaru. Fini getting chipped away slowly though. The leftovers being offset by the Sandstorm.
Yeah, I honestly still think Nelson is in a very comfortable position.
And it's safe to say that by switching the Arcanine out, Eugene thinks that his Arcanine will get outspent. And now he has Fake Out, but what exactly can he do with the Fake Out?
Not much, honestly. The Tapu Fini with half of his special attacks, not going to KO anything. All he can do is hold for more Muddy Water accuracy drops, and that might not even pay off if Nelson still somehow lands his attacks.
Let's not forget, another Muddy Water at this point might just proc Gigalith's Berry.
Ooh.
In fact, if I were Nelson, I wouldn't Snarl again because another Snarl would make Muddy Water not do enough to activate the Berry.
I have to feel that this is just a repeat.
But Nelson doesn't want to take chances with the accuracy. Brings back the Porygon
instead. Okay.
Are we going to see the Fake Out or even the Encore lucky to Snarl? But well, that's all Nelson's pressing anyway.
Yeah, I will protect here actually from Arcanine.
Okay, Nelson. I see my switching out next turn.
Fake Out into the Arcanine.
There's another Muddy Water.
Calm mind.
Usually going to take the first step towards reclaiming his lost special attack. Now it's down to one stage of reduced special attack.
Honestly though, it just feels so...
Too little, too late?
Yeah, so much. He could have just easily reset the special attack by switching out.
That's true.
That's what I feel, although the special defense boost is nice, I guess. What boost did the Porygon 2 get though? Was it an attack boost?
His attack, yeah. Thanks to the Fini.
Well then.
Yeah, but we saw the return does probably 30 to 40% of Fini, so not that much big of a threat. But now Eugene cannot deny Trick Room. Yeah, he can't deny Trick Room here. Togedemaru unable to encore anything on Porygon 2 since he just came in.
I guess maybe the
Arcanine flinch. That's his only chance.
Arcanine should probably switch out maybe for the Gigalith.
I mean, he could just blitz the Togedemaru, and if Togedemaru encores the Arcanine, that's a free Trick Room.
Between Togedemaru and Arcanine is faster.
Even if it's slower. But what that means is that Zingzap is not hitting Porygon 2, which means a free Trick Room.
I don't know. It just feels like a repeat of Game 1 where Nelson is just...
But Nelson going to switch the Arcanine out, not wanting to be encore into Protect.
It is the
but
Gigalith.
Exposing the Gigalith to a potential Berry activation.
Zingzap though.
Yeah, Nelson trying to flinch. Eugene trying to flinch. Oh, but goes for the Gigalith. Oh, but activates the Berry on the Gigalith.
Not what he wanted here though. And another Muddy Water and -1 now the Fini.
Go to double connect at least and have a chance for the accuracy drop on Gigalith again.
No accuracy drops as Trick Room is set up. Bit unfortunate there. So now the Fini is not in a very safe position. Rock Slide and return. But Sand does subside though.
So Gigalith very vulnerable to special attacks. You chance the Rock Slide miss and try to take it out. But then the chance of Rock Slide missing is lower than the chance of your Muddy Water hitting. That's not a good dice to roll.
He has to hope that Rock Slide doesn't flinch him as well if the Rock Slide connects.
That's true. But you do leave Togedemaru alone.
What can the Rodent accomplish in this scenario?
You do see Zingzap doing around 25% to Gigalith.
That is true. Rock Slide though, the flinch.
Yeah, I can flinch the Togedemaru too.
Always very important. And Porygon 2 just free to contribute in whatever way he wants. I guess return on Togedemaru is not such a bad idea either. Since the Fini is somewhat handicapped by special attack. But Protect comes out from the Fini here, not wanting to risk getting hit by the Rock Slide.
Stalling out one turn of Trick Room here. With the double, hoping to catch a return into Togedemaru maybe. We do see Rock Slide come out. Unfortunately, not a contact move, so no recoil from the spiky shield. As return into the Togedemaru, so yes, Eugene does fish out a bit of free damage on Porygon 2.
In the long run though, I think it's going to be very negligible.
Interesting that he went for the Togedemaru instead of the Fini. I don't think that KOs even after the Rock Slide.
No, I don't think it does, but Togedemaru I think offers more threat to the Gigalith now than the Tapu Fini.
That's true. though you still have to connect the rock slides. And after the leftovers recovery, Fini will still be able to remove and KO the Giga Leaf with Muddy Water.
You have to.
A lot of ifs there, though.
I think I know why he's going for the Togedemaru. If his last thought is the Coco, getting rid of the Togedemaru would open up an opportunity for him to take out.
Okay, Eugene brings in the Arcanine to take a rock slide.
Well, it's not so bad. The Giga Life is intimidated. Brings the Porygon 2 down to neutral as well. Oh, Stone Edge, but
but it's gonna
the
avoid
Fini.
the Stone Edge as return lands on the Fini.
Neutral damage not gonna do.
Nelson betting it all on the Stone Edge, but he's gonna avoid the Muddy Water in return.
Wow. I say even luck for both players.
Yeah.
Muddy Water, no accuracy drops, and leftovers will trigger again. So does Eugene just recycle Intimidates here, switching the Arcanine out perhaps?
But now he knows that Nelson is just pressing Stone Edge despite which is gonna ignore Intimidate
Yeah, that is true.
if he gets a crit.
Maybe he wants to go for the burn, the Wisp on the Arcanine. I'm just trying to understand what options he has.
I don't think he needs to waste time going for stuff on the Giga Leaf. Giga Leaf will go down to a single Muddy Water. I mean, but then we said that last turn and then he dodged it.
Yeah. Well, we do bear in mind the Fini still is at -1. And well, no sand in
But
play.
Muddy Water will KO, thanks to the fact that the Sandstorm boost is not there.
Nelson has to find some leverage out of this trick room setup, yes. So, work hard
And
to
every
achieve.
free turn you give Nelson means his Porygon 2 is just going to recover again, I think.
Yeah, and Togedemaru just switch in for the Arcanine.
And Fini will protect again.
Alright, slowly but surely stalling out the trick room. And a rock slide.
will come out. So Nelson, having learned his lesson from the Stone Age, not going to press it again.
Togedemaru, -1, not a lot of damage there, and recover.
Oh, but if Trick Room runs out now, Eugene can lock him into recover. But does it though? I think it does.
Come on,
I think Eugene was counting. I believe Eugene was counting Trick Room turns. Oh, but no, it doesn't. So, but if you fake out Porygon 2, then next turn you can encore him into the recover.
Yeah, and I guess Tapu Fini is at no risk of being KO'd by the Giga Leaf as well.
Eugene maneuvering himself into a fairly decent position. Being able to fake out to stall out the last turn of Trick Room,
Nelson,
and subsequently able to encore to deny another Trick Room.
but Nelson might actually use his brain and switch out the Porygon 2 into something like perhaps an Arcanine.
Yeah, but
although that would take a Muddy Water, so
yeah, it's a tough spot. If Nelson switches Giga Leaf out instead. Oh. Okay. Sacrificing the Arcanine, perhaps. And well, reducing Zigzag's damage if that matters going forward.
I don't think so. Fake out is going to come out for Togedemaru here.
Oh, goes into the Arcanine. And he does let Porygon 2 go off the return, but okay, he still denies Trick Room next turn because he can encore the return instead.
Definitely. Porygon 2 avoids a...
But he lands on the Arcanine, the more important target, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the logic there is Eugene thinks that it doesn't matter.
As Arcanine hangs down thanks to the fact that Fini is still at 1 reduced stage of special attack to activate his berry.
Well then.
Well then indeed. As Trick Room will expire this turn.
Yeah, I guess the logic behind Eugene thinking is that it doesn't matter what Porygon 2 uses, as long as I can just encore it the next turn. As long as it's not Trick Room, I can encore it the next turn, and it will be pretty easy to focus fire down on Nelson's partner.
But at this point, Return is doing a lot of damage to his Tapu Fini.
Definitely.
Even at neutral, I think now.
It has been intimidated, yeah. So, I don't know. Nelson really wants to get rid of that Togedemaru, especially if he does have the Coco at the back.
Yeah, the fact that he keeps switching between these three makes me think that the Coco is at the back.
Eugene also has yet to reveal his last Pokemon. Could be the Katana, which would be an okay matchup against the Coco, I suppose.
Yeah, actually, when you think about it, Katana actually makes more sense since he has nothing else to shut down the Snorlax.
Ooh, Arcanine goes for the Will-O-Wisp here.
Okay, interesting decision.
To the Fini,
put
I guess.
a timer on the Fini.
Nah, I not so much put a timer, but just put a stop to its leftovers recovery.
Not just that, he even stops the threat of Calm Mind. Now the Fini is back at neutral, but now the burn does shut down the leftovers recovery.
Yeah.
As Return will bring Togedemaru slowly but surely closer to death.
Zigzag didn't flinch the Arcanine as well, so a bit lucky there.
Yeah, chose not to encore the Return, recognizing that Nelson was just pressing Return anyway. So now Nelson could get daring and press Trick Room.
Well,
since if he gets encore, he press Return anyway.
Yeah, but
actually, why did he Trick Room last turn? Because if he encores it, then he presses Return anyway.
I have no idea. Maybe he thought that he could take out the Togedemaru in one hit. Maybe he forgot that he was intimidated and was thus at neutral attack.
perhaps.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain what goes through Nelson's head
Yeah.
sometimes.
Either way though, he should be focusing down the Togedemaru. So I kind of feel it's a bit of a waste to waste
Do
the
you
double
really?
Fini.
Because now the Fini is back at neutral. Even if it does not isn't able to recover.
Okay, Fini protects here.
Trick Room. Zigzag into the Porygon. No, into the Arcanine. Are we going to see Trick Room? No, we don't see the return.
Second return into the Fini. Oh, okay, Nelson choosing to ignore the Togedemaru. Wow, a bit questionable there. I don't know.
Perhaps he hasn't had that Togedemaru thrown at his face before.
Yeah, well.
Doesn't quite know the danger of Zigzag.
Okay, at this point though, Snarl, Arcanine should be able to take one more Zigzag and potentially try to stop Fini from setting up even more.
Now who knows? Maybe Nelson's using Coco and Zigzag KOs in terrain.
That would be, oh man, I would love to see that actually. But
but does Eugene want to preserve the Togedemaru though? He keeps it in to do slight amount.
Encore into the protect. Oh, actually Encore's the return.
Finally tries to encore the return. Deciding that okay, I don't want the Trick Room to go up. As Flare Blitz will come out into the Togedemaru.
I don't know. Perhaps oh, actually no, into the Tapu Fini. What is Nelson thinking? That's not very effective, and that just
That might
makes
be
it
his
closer.
strongest hit, I think.
And Muddy Water avoids the Porygon 2. Will pick off the KO on Arcanine.
Return will KO either of these, depending on who he targets. As Arcanine finally goes down to a neutral special attack Muddy Water. As Return will come out, who does he pick off? It's going to be the Fini. Does he KO? Yeah, he
yes,
does.
it does. Even if he did, I think you would have brought it close enough for the burn.
Oh, the burn will finish it off before the leftovers. That's true.
Well now, do you have the Tapu Koko?
Now you just designate to kill Togedemaru if you have the Coco. Oh, Katana can just come in, but Katana has to worry about Arcanine at the back.
The Arcanine has gone down already for the side of Nelson, so Katana would have a field day, is it?
Katana
Oh,
for
it is the
Eugene.
Katana. Oh, nice there. Threatens the Gigalith. No threat for Porygon setting up Trick Room, since it is Encore into return.
Yeah, actually a Spiky Shield plus Leaf Blade into the Gigalith. It's a free Beast Boost for Eugene.
Indeed.
If he protects, then Togedemaru encores him next turn.
Porygon 2 also wouldn't be able to do much to touch the Katana. Maybe, perhaps with Ice Beam, I guess.
But he's encore into return.
Oh yeah. Silly me. So Nelson having the tables turn around. So now he is slowly being driven into a corner here.
Yeah, and Nelson predicting the return into the Togedemaru slot. Protects it with a Spiky Shield. As Gigalith will protect as well. So trying to deny the Beast Boost for a turn. As Leaf Blade comes into the Gigalith, straight play there. And Porygon 2 goes for return into the Spiky Shield.
Oh, okay. That's a easy. I mean, does he really want to waste the Encore on the Gigalith? You could just easily Leaf Blade it again. It's not going to protect.
That's true. There's no reason to encore. You just go for Zigzag and try and flinch Porygon 2.
Or you switch in the Arcanine to further reduce damage from the return.
So Eugene kind of playing possum for a good part of like 10 turns by revealing the Katana to suddenly threaten Nelson. But Nelson brings his own Katana out to take a Leaf Blade, hopefully.
Oh
boy, Sacred Sword. Oh, but goes into the Porygon 2. That could just be a 2-hit KO.
Oh, Encore into the Gigalith slot, and return will pick up the KO against Togedemaru. Oh, I guess Togedemaru isn't really doing much since that Nelson has revealed that he didn't bring the Coco.
Wow, now Nelson gets to face an Arcanine with his Katana.
Porygon 2's Encore has ended, so Trick Room is on the table here. Oh, so
Sacred Sword will pick it off.
Yes.
Here comes Arcanine to intimidate the Katana, and the Porygon 2 for that matter. And looking very healthy.
So Nelson, well...
Yeah, I'm not sure what Nelson can do here. He needs to critical hit something, but Eugene is carrying the sash on his Katana.
Yeah, it's not looking too good, because...
Nelson needs Trick Room. He has no choice.
Yes,
because Gigalith can't do anything with these two. But without Trick Room.
There's no way he can stop the Sacred Sword onto the Porygon 2. There's no way. And it's gonna KO at this point. And yeah, for all the strengths of Katana, it's not able to do anything in this situation to help Nelson.
Yeah, Katana was not the right play, but he does outspeed this turn. Does get the Sacred Sword, not gonna get a crit, does bring it below half. As Eugene's own Sacred Sword will pick off the Porygon 2 before he can Trick Room.
And Flare Blitz here, or Flamethrower here for Eugene. Should be able to knock Katana down to his sash. Yeah.
I guess the last chance for Eugene.
Ooh, we do see Infernal Overdrive. Alright.
Now in case Katana detected.
Fair enough. Well, do we know whether Sash is on Nelson's katana?
Pretty sure it is, based on the rest of his team composition.
Would be good information going on the next round. So Nelson actually choosing now to bring Coco. So Eugene might maybe want to perhaps reconsider bringing Togedemaru.
Yep, it is the focus sash. So it's gonna be another speed tie next turn. And if Nelson wins it, then he has a chance. But does Eugene even want to border protect? Oh, but if Eugene has extreme speed, then it doesn't matter.
Yes, yes.
Though I don't think Eugene has extreme speed though. We've seen his special knee climb. Actually, we don't. We haven't seen that actual move flamethrower, but we're basing off what we saw yesterday.
Alright then, Eugene, if you have extreme speed now is the time to use it. Bring us to a game 3.
So it's still a 50-50 in terms of whether Eugene detects or not. Protects rather. I think Eugene uses protect. And if he does, then it comes down to a speed tie.
Ooh, does have the extreme speed.
So it is a non-issue. Eugene revealing the extreme speed, picks off the katana, and Eugene will bring us to a game 3. Very well played.
Yeah.
Revealing the katana at the last moment and the best possible situation. With a Porygon 2 unable to trick room. And two Mons stuck in position where they were KO'd by katana.
I don't know. I mean, Eugene, I think is pretty comfortable playing this long drawn out games of switching in of all these step boosts and drops and increases. So Nelson perhaps should try to switch it up, try to end the game faster, not give Eugene time to set up with his Fini.
But then Nelson himself has built a team that's very much inclined towards a drawn out game himself. So
I would say the only thing that could potentially quicken the game would be the Taco Coco.
Yes, with the Electrium.
Yeah.
So Eugene has recognized that the Manibus is not going to do much in this matchup, especially if Coco comes in.
It is a shame though. I felt Manibus would have been better. I don't know.
Manibus offer a 100% check to the Porygon 2, since Raw could still go wrong if the Porygon 2 is the last 2 months left on the field. So that's what Manibus is good for in a definite sense.
I mean, it makes more sense for me for the Manibus to hit the field because his mons are already so bulky. It makes more sense to try to use your opponent's attack against them. But as you mentioned, Nelson's team also pretty bulky, so I guess Manibus not really going to accomplish much.
And yeah, foul play does do okay, especially now that we know the Porygon 2 effective return. So foul play onto a +1 Porygon 2, decent damage still. Yeah. Not a lot, but decent. Nelson has to think about. Another question for Nelson is, do you bring Katana or not? Because if there's no Snorlax, there's no reason to bring Katana, I think.
Well, Katana still is pretty useful against
Fini and Togedemaru.
Yeah, and against other Katanas if he feels that he wants to chance the speed tie.
She did twice.
Actually, it's also pretty good against the Manibus because Manibus is going to boost his special defense, as we saw earlier in the first game.
Yes, foul play.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely interesting position for Nelson to be in. He had a lot of free turns in Porygon 2 that game. Perhaps could have used them better. Because he needed Trick Room and he had chances to Trick Room. He kept calling the Encore, but if you call the Encore, then just Trick Room anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Because you're gonna return. If you're pressing return, then if he Encores you, you're gonna return. But if he doesn't Encore you, you get Trick Room.
It's not like Taunt where you are frozen for the turn where you don't do anything. Yeah.
Probably Nelson got them mixed up in his head.
I wouldn't be surprised as we head into the final game here to determine who will face
and
off
Nelson
against.
leads off with the Tapu Lele this time.
Okay.
Finally, we see terrain from Nelson's side of the field.
But it's still going to be the Misty terrain that's prevalent here as Fini and Togedemaru hit the side of Eugene's field.
And Togedemaru will be able to fake out thanks to the Misty terrain overriding.
So Eugene in a, I would say, pretty good position. Though attack boost going to be a bit of a pain for Eugene to deal with here.
Yeah, the returns we did see. We saw neutral return a 3 KO on Togedemaru.
Yep.
A +1 return might 2-hit KO.
I'm actually more worried about the safety for the Fini.
Nah, Fini we see is very bulky. And now that the Lele has no terrain, I think the Fini is in a very good position to just come mine.
So for once,
now on the field.
Yeah, Eugene able to play his game for once. Nelson just letting it happen. I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Nelson expected in the lead matchup, but he's clearly walked into Eugene here. Even if you expect Manibus Fini, then this lead makes even less sense actually. So I really don't know what Nelson was hoping to catch. Arcanine maybe.
Yeah, I think so. And Fake Out will come out.
Yep,
no
Fake Out into the Tapu Lele, unable to protect himself with terrain. And Lele moving come in here from the Fini. So Trick Room probably. No, but Trick Room would have the Fini move before the Lele. So
yeah,
I think a return coming out onto the Fini. As we do see the return into the Tapu Fini. Recognizing that you're just going to use a free turn to boost. Oh my, that's a lot of damage.
now though, if Nelson decides to be greedy and try to get rid of the Tapu Fini, could walk right into a protect here.
Yeah, no way he gets a KO without a double. But at the same time, at most he eat a Zing Zap onto Lele, I suppose.
To be fair, Lele did take quite a chunk from the fake out there.
Yeah.
So Zing Zap would do a lot of damage, and
yeah, Zing Zap will do 3 times that damage. So, but even bring Lele below half.
well, if Nelson decides to switch in a Tapu Koko to boost the damage even further, who knows? But I doubt there'll be any switches coming out. Nelson, I think, should be pretty content to.
I think Nelson has committed to not bringing the Koko, since it's just added headache with the Togedemaru, right? Don't want to deal with. Yeah, Arcanine comes in, so I'm pretty sure that the Fini is protecting.
Does reduce.
Unless he's that confident of taking the Psychic with a +1 and Moonblast with a +1 and the return at neutral. Nope. Eugene playing it safe as he has done for 6 years now. And he will go as... Oh, but Nelson calls it the Moonblast, but into the Arcanine. But if he gets special attack drop, that actually might be crucial. Does get it. A special attack drop on the specially inclined Arcanine on Eugene's side.
So I guess... No, actually even goes for the...
Doubles into the Togedemaru. So he didn't call the protect on Fini.
Very surprisingly good read from Nelson there. Puts the Arcanine at a pretty bad position here, health-wise.
Will another Moonblast do it?
I would say it's difficult. Although we have seen
that you don't want to activate a berry.
No, there is no berry because we have seen Arcanine do the
Inferno
Overdrive.
That's true.
Yeah. So Nelson should be quite comfortable dealing with the Arcanine this turn if he wants to, but at the same time, Fini by the side there, you know, Muddy Water could be quite.
As Arcanine will protect itself as our signal goes down, but we can look at the other screen. And no, actually he's gone down as well. As here comes the Moonblast from the Lily into the protected previous turn Fini. Does he get another special? Oh, he gets another special attack drop with the Moonblast. As Muddy Water will come out at neutral special attack stat.
Nelson, you lucky boy. Muddy Water does not miss, however.
He does not get an accuracy drop because it's Nelson.
Critical hit on Porygon 2.
Oh, and he gets an accuracy drop on the Lily. And crit on the Porygon 2 as return. Is that going to be enough?
I don't think so, but now both Arcanine and Tapu Fini at critical.
And once again, Nelson calling a protect and doubling into the non-protecting target. Eugene is playing a bit too safe.
Yeah, I think Nelson has finally woken up after that not so fabulous game 2.
kind of a comatose game 2 from Nelson.
Yeah.
Just pressing buttons.
Now he's actually making reads and getting rewarded for it, you have to say.
Now Eugene doesn't have to react here. He's going to have to decide what he wants to sacrifice, and something's going down this turn. His Arcanine has already protected. The problem here is that now Nelson doesn't even have to make a read, because Arcanine already protected last turn. And Moonblast and Moonblast and return into that slot. And Moonblast takes an Arcanine, then even better, return goes into Fini.
At the same time though, Nelson could be cheeky and go for Trick Room, you know.
Or he could switch out for some reason.
Be cheeky and go for the Trick Room.
Well, Eugene, if you raw here, that's an absolute MLG play.
Yeah.
Here comes the Sandstream. As Arcanine will switch out, and yes, the Trick Room will be going up here. As Katana comes in under Trick Room.
Well then, Nelson, pretty good.
And yes, Fini goes for the protect. To save himself one more turn of levels recovery, which will be offset by the Sandstorm.
And Nelson consecutively punishing Eugene's plays. First with a double into doubling into the mon that's not protecting. Now a Trick Room setup. Although Katana is at relatively good health, you have to say. So it has to be worried from maybe an Ice Beam from the Porygon 2.
Seemed like a very dangerous switch to me, you know. Switching the Katana into a Moonblast and a return double target, potentially. So either way, it seemed like he would get punished actually. If Nelson had played it straight, the Katana takes a huge chunk of damage and instead he gets Trick Room up. I'd say Eugene got hurt both ways by protecting the Fini.
Yeah, I guess if he had...
Fini should have switched out instead.
I think there's just too much pressure on Eugene, especially after since the previous 2 turns where so much damage was accumulated on his team. And Fini actually
forced to switch out to get intimidated on the Gigalift.
Would not enjoy taking the Rock Slide though.
Yeah, even after Intimidate, the Arcanine is going down.
And Ice Beam here, it's going to do a chunk to Katana.
As Rock Slide will break a potential sash on the Katana and knock out the Arcanine. So the question here is, do we see the Ice Beam? And if we do how much damage does it do to the Katana? Doesn't have a special attack boost.
Yep.
And does not do a lot. Is that a Assault Vest?
That could be likely considering how the Leaf Blade didn't kill the Gigalift as well.
Oh, Gigalift is a roll on Gigalift.
Okay.
Sorry, Leaf Blade is a roll on Gigalift. But yeah, that did seem to do less than what we're used to.
In considering I don't think Eugene protected his katana. I don't recall Eugene protecting his katana as well. So
That's
it's
true.
likely that
You haven't seen a detect or protect.
Oh, Togedemaru here. Oh, okay. Could be useful.
Oh, Nelson could have run a 0 IV Porygon 2 special attack. Who knows?
Well then.
Sadly, Ice Beam not based on happiness, so we can't blame that.
Oh, Nelson then. Now his Gigalith is in World of Hurt. Togedemaru could easily just fake out the Porygon 2, Leaf Blade into Gigalith.
And you can take an Ice Beam fairly comfortably.
Yeah, and
the thing here, Nelson, he cannot afford to let the Beast Boost go onto the Katana.
what can he switch in though? Leaf Blade onto Lele still should hurt
Surely
quite
he has
a
an
lot.
Arcanine in the back, right?
Well, if it is, this would be the good time to bring it, because it will also be able
he
to.
could just protect this. Oh, but you don't really want to see. You want to switch Gigalith out. Gigalith can't do any damage to the two.
Oh, it's his own katana, so no Arcanine here for Nelson. Full roster review for both mons here, for both players here actually. Fake out.
And Sacred Sword. Ooh, good call. Onto the Porygon 2. Not gonna KO though. Yeah, I think that's safe to say that's a Southwest Katana with reduced attack investment. So Eugene calling the switch on Gigalith by doubling into the Porygon 2. But now Porygon 2 is safe to recover.
Well, if it is a Southwest, then actually Nelson doesn't really have to worry about Katana speed tie.
Oh, no, but not, actually, no. I think a Southwest Katana will still run max speed.
Oh, okay.
The only thing you lose is your attack power.
Well then. So Eugene, I guess Trick Room is still up, so Nelson
So yeah,
has to hold
Nelson
that.
will want to lose the speed tie.
Yeah. Porygon 2, I don't know. Recover here seems pretty.
Yeah, since you can't KO either the... Oh yeah, it actually makes sense because we know the sash is probably on Togedemaru. So the Katana should be holding their Southwest.
Oh, Finny hits the field here, resetting for Misty Terrain.
And for all the good it does both players. Which is none, other than stopping a potential Ice Beam freeze. As Porygon 2 takes the chance to recover. Now even safer now that Katana has left the field. Zing Zap into the Katana, try and fish out a flinch.
Not only that, but break the sash as well.
Does he get it?
Ooh,
Oh, he does
doesn't.
not get it. Secret Sword into the Finny though.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. Will the Sand be able to take out the Finny?
Okay, 6.25%. Oh, he does.
Just
Yes,
barely.
he does.
Really unfortunate there for Eugene. Down to his last two already.
And Togedemaru no longer able to exert fake out pressure.
Indeed.
And Katana under Trick Room, unable to protect thanks to the Southwest. Slowly but surely.
Although, once again, a Katana speed tie here.
Oh, Porygon 2, I think Porygon 2 just wants to recover again, but then you risk getting locked away with Encore.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also has 4 fresh mounts, he can afford to switch around.
Gigalith though and Lele I think are pretty Katana weak, so he should prioritize getting
It goes for
rid
the
of
Ice Beam.
Katana.
I think he does fear the Encore. As Zing Zap comes out. Onto Katana again. Yep, trying to flinch it. Or as he put it in range with Sacred Sword.
Critical hit even.
And yeah, Eugene does win so-called the speed tie and picks up the KO and gets the Beast Boost for his trouble. This could yet get interesting.
Yeah.
As Trick Room is about to run out.
Lele is slower than Katana, correct?
I am actually not sure whether Nelson is hiding a scarf.
Well then.
Because we did see that Lele only used one move last game. Oh sorry, this game. So if it is the Scarf Lele, a Psychic should finish off Katana, even with the Assault Vest, thanks to the terrain. Actually without terrain is enough. It's Katana.
Assault Vest.
Assault Vest Katana is still Katana.
Okay then.
It's kind of like, you know, your Command Katana, it's still Katana.
Come on.
So yeah, it all comes out, yes, it is the Scarf Lele. Nelson revealing the Scarf on Lele at the last moment. Will pick off the Katana despite its Assault Vest. It's once again, Togedemaru against the world. And the world is a dark and unforgiving place for little rodents.
Zing Zap into Porygon 2. Maybe get a flinch? No. And Ice Beam will break the sash as well. So Nelson will progress on to the finals against Melvin. Eugene, pretty good run he had here.
Yeah, we did see Nelson cover his bases there. Saki for some reason didn't KO the Katana. Porygon 2 subsequent Ice Beam would have finished it off.
I guess you could.
Eugene would have needed a KO on Lele and a flinch on the same turn. And Psychic here in the terrain. Who doesn't pick up Togedemaru? But Zing Zap? Well, it's Zing Zap. Oh my, that's a lot of damage. Porygon 2 takes a chance to recover.
Wow, Nelson.
Okay,
Really?
Nelson.
Really,
okay.
Nelson? Oh man, casting Lisu is really tiring. Since especially Eugene likes these long drawn out matches.
But Nelson has built a team for these sort of games as well.
Definitely. And I mean, you do have to commend Nelson for not bringing the Tapu Koko
Yes.
recognizing Eugene
That's
does
always going to bring
favor
Togedemaru.
the Togedemaru.
So you lock Togedemaru into a very limited role of just fake out and on-call support.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess the zigzag damage is nice, and being resistant to the neutral hits to Porygon 2 is also pretty good.
Yeah, we saw it take Psyche fairly well. So yeah, decent pick overall, but
I just
in the long run,
can't really contribute as much as say maybe a Manibas or an Arcanine.
yeah, I feel that Assault
or
Vest might have
Snorlax.
hurt Eugene on the Katana more than it helped him in this game at least.
No, actually, I think if not for
But
the
the Ice
Scarf
Beam would have
Lele,
finished it off, that's true.
yes, if not for the Scarf Lele, I think he would have run away with
Better
the
off,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, so done pretty well.
Actually, if not for the Scarf Lele, I think he still might have come down to getting a flinch on the Porygon 2. Since if not, Porygon 2 would just set up Trick Room again.
Yeah. Alright, then we will be going into an interview with Eugene, who
okay.
unfortunately will not be able to go on to the finals
Yep.
here.
So stay tuned.
Alright, we are here with Eugene, the player from that previous semi-finals against Nelson. Unfortunately, will not be able to move on to finals despite that very long drawn-out match. First of all, welcome back, Eugene. It's been a very long time since we've seen you.
It's a great pleasure.
Alright, so what are your thoughts on the match against Nelson? Yeah,
The first thing comes into my mind is throwback 2012,
definitely. That's what me and Matthew were thinking as well.
because 2012, one of the VGC tournament, Nelson is my final opponent. So I'm really very excited to play against him, and I'm more than willing to deliver a good match for him as a respect for him, because Nelson is a really strong opponent, and I can regard him as my rival. Yeah.
A rival player. Well, okay,
Yes.
that's quite interesting. And well, Nelson definitely is a strong player. So, are there any thoughts on your team? Like, why would you chose to use Manibas instead, or maybe some members of like Togedemaru especially is quite interesting as well.
How do I explain this? Okay, Manibas. Okay, this team is built with with another friend. So because I was quite off the meta, it's like I don't really know what's going on with the meta. So me and that friend decided to build this team together.
Okay.
And I was thinking of this technique of flatter on in the misty terrain thing, and I'm thinking, will it work out or something? So I decided to give it a try. So I decided to give flatter Manibas a try, and decided to put in Tapu Fini.
Okay.
And because Tapu Koko is a very common Pokemon in this meta, so I decided to go with Togedemaru. And I like the fake out pressure, and I do not need I don't really need to fear Tapu Lele's psychic terrain because Tapu Fini tend to be slower than Tapu Lele, so I'm able to override the psychic terrain and
Indeed,
I can just pick up from there. And the only thing that I need to worry is other terrain switch-ins. I mean psychic terrain switch-in from Tapu Lele and
Definitely, but
then
those can be played around. You can see those
yes.
coming as well.
And another issue that I need to be very careful is flattering my own Tapu Fini when opponent has the option to bring
Switch in the terrain, yeah,
Yes.
because you do get the boost, but you also do get confused.
Yes.
Ah,
And
okay.
Mandibuzz is being built to be faster than Fini, so you'll just
So
flatter.
definitely go first in terms
Yes.
of the flattering. Alright then, alright
Then
then.
there's another option is flatter can be used like a substitute swagger.
Ah,
Okay, it's not a really strong option compared to swagger because swagger increases your opponent's attack, but on desperate measures I'll just flatter
Yeah,
my
as-
opponent
as
as
last ditch effort, yeah.
yes, last ditch effort.
Okay, very interesting. And well, I'm glad to have seen that this team is able to take you through Swiss. Actually, I think you had a pretty good run in the earlier rounds of Swiss as well. I think you were undefeated before your loss to, I believe, Jira.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good to see that you managed to gain the footing in this meta, and well, hope to see more of you in tournaments like this, especially for the upcoming Open, the Singapore, the third Open.
I'll try to come.
All right then. Okay then. So stay tuned.